This video is brought to you by Smugglers Run Gaming, growing and organizing competitive gaming communities. Check them out at facebook.com at Smugglers Run Gaming. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dice Crusader for round 3 of tonight's Monday Night Dice Tournament. On our left we have Mike, and on our right we have Andrews, with a commando off. Mike is playing a deck that these gentlemen have talked about, which is Jango, Luce, and Mudtrooper. And Andrew on the right is trying his Snoke, Mudtrooper, First Order Stormtrooper Advanced Training deck. So all blanks are worth all trooper blanks, that is, are worth 1 indirect. So roll off. We'll go to 5 and 5. All right, we'll do it again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So Andrew will take that one. Andrew probably takes Mike's here. Yep, so Andrew will take Mike's, puts 2 shields likely on Snoke, and then Mike will get us started. So do remember the first equipment played on Jango each round gives him $1, and the Mudtrooper, when the Mudtrooper comes in or when a leader is activated, you may reroll one of your dice showing a blank. Right, so Mike hits the Dream, opens with Bounty Hunter Mask, gains $1, goes to Andrew. Grievance Striker onto Mudtrooper, paying 2. No effect there because it's not on Obi or Grievous, but it does have redeploy and no pay sides. Alright, Luce comes in with a blank. Andrew brings in his First Order Stormtrooper. Oh, so they realize they switched the die. However, the die sides are exactly the same, so they're just going to swap it in. First Order Stormtrooper and Mudtrooper's die are exactly the same. Alright, Mudtrooper comes in on Mike's side. He gets to re-roll a blank. Okay, so 1 gun and a money on the re-roll. Forsaken, the 1 gun away. Mike takes the $1. Mudtrooper coming in. Rolls the 2 side, but Andrew has no money, but he's got Snoke yet, so I do remember Snoke can only Snoke for damage sides. Alright, there's Gauntlet Rockets for 1, 2, 3. Not too bad. Alright, Snoke comes in. Hits Disrupt and 2 indirect. Goes to Mike here. Jango's looking pretty good. So Jango has 12 health effective. Coming in, gets his money. Not bad. All right, motives, gauntlets for guns. No, misses. It's usually a pretty good bet. Back to Mike. All right, Mike's thinking it over here. So he's played he still has 3 cards in hand. Alright, so he'll net 1 money, paying 1 to gain 2. Goes to Andrew, who drops a Beguile to reroll. Rerolls everything that's not affordable damage. Okay, there's a pitch to reroll. Doubts into a 2 disrupts. That'll keep Andrew off the money. Right, so there's 4 indirect. Mike puts it all into Luce. Goes to Mike. Mike's got a pitch to reroll, right? You can't leave that 2 disrupt on the table there. Because you remember that Andrew's trooper blank is worth 1 indirect, so. And it is Snokeable. Snoking a blank for 3 indirect feels pretty good. Alright, pitches to reroll, gets a blank. Alright, there's a focus to the 2 natural. Alright, there's a best defense, takes them both. So that was an equal trade, except that Andrew wasn't able to Snoke, so it was good. All right, so Andrew claims gains $1. One goes into the forced order. So that was really smart on Mike's part, because putting the 3 into the Mudtrooper saved a dead Luce, because Andrew would have been able to Snoke the first order, dealing 1 damage to the first order Stormtrooper and increasing the value by 2. That was a good heads up play. It appeared to be an equal trade once you counted in the damage on the first order and subtracting it, but it was not, because Mike got to choose where it went. So it was worth it. All right, Mudtrooper comes in, no blank. Does have Snokeable damage to kill Luce, so Mike will have to respond. Yep, he'll doubt it. All right, 2 for 1. Andrew will resolve, but pay for it. Thinking about who to go for here. Do remember it'll be Andrew's action after this. All right, so he puts 2 into Luce, so who's now at 6 with 2 health remaining. And it's Andrew's action. First order comes in with a blank. So now when Snoke activates, Andrew will still be able to reroll that blank as per the Mudtrooper, because Snoke is a leader. Alright, Riot Shield down on the Mudtrooper. That'll be able to soak up that 3 indirect if that's what Andrew does. Alright, Conscript for 1. That'll also activate when Snoke activates. And again, that is a trooper, so the blanks on that are also indirect. Luce comes in with a blank. Mike's not rolling well, but he's controlling well and setting up well. Alright, so Snoke comes in. There's the +2. Reroll. There's the damage. Alright, motive for guns on the trooper. Gets it. Mike continues to control well. Alright, there's a pitch to reroll. Andrew picks up even the +2. Gets indirect like crazy, but that's actually pretty good for Mike, because he can choose to, I mean, obviously 6 damage is 6 damage, but... Alright, Trooper comes in, hits the 2 for 1, and then he can reroll a blank. It's the 1 indirect. Alright, so Andrew will deal 2 indirect on 3 dice. So Mike can only take 2 on the on the Riot Shield there. So that's 2. Yep, because it's 1 source there, so it blocks 1 source of 2. And then puts 2 on the Mudtrooper, and then 2 more to go. Probably go on Jango here. Goes 1 and then, okay, 1 and then 3 to Jango. Alright, so it's all taken. Okay. And Mike basically has yet to do his turn here. Andrew was not able to Snoke that turn either. Alright, another Bounty Hunter mask down. Gains $1. Alright, Andrew probes. It's possessed the curse. He was hoping to get him out of rerolls, but... Mike's action here. Time to bring in Jango. Alright, not well. He does have 1 card to reroll here, though. Alright, so he measures the 2 for 1. Getting rid of the Conscript to get rid of the Mudtrooper. Michael ditches last card to reroll. Leaves the 1 melee in, of course. Oh, and that's not bad. Alright. Oh, Andrew best defenses, so he'll take probably the Jango dice. Yep, because Mike's out of cards, so it feels bad to best defense to take 3 to remove 2, but it does list around the modifier, so. And Mike will probably claim that 1 indirect's not worth it. He wants to take the money. Yep, knowing it was going to go on the shield, he doesn't care. He wants to just take the money, try to ramp in. He's looking for a pulse cannon or something that can do massive damage here. Alright, so Mike will get first strike here. Has all the money in the world. If he gets a pulse cannon, Andrew's in trouble here. Alright, Luce coming in. May as well get her out before she dies. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, Andrew Sinisters it. Drops an additional card from his hand. Remove a 2 or higher. Back to Mike. Brings in his Mudtrooper. Gets a 1 gun. Andrew brings in his own Mudtrooper with the card attached. He'll get to re-roll a blank. Re-rolls into guns. Alright, Mike forsakens it. That would have put down either of the characters. Alright, first Stormtrooper comes in with a blank. Andrew still gets a reroll when Snoke comes in, assuming his Mudtrooper's alive. Alright, there is the Riot Shield. That's worth 3, so... Alright, Snoke, and then the Conscript, and then he'll get to reroll a blank. Alright, gets a money. Back to Mike here. Yep, there's the pulse cannon. Andrew's going to now have to spend the rest of the game controlling that die or take a bunch of damage. Alright, ATRT. So that has to modify a trooper die. It's really strong when it can modify, but it gets stranded on its own. Not only if there's not another die to modify, but if it has to be a trooper die. Alright, Jango comes in, and there's all sorts of guns. Mike's got his ramp going, and he's got Andrew on the fence. Alright, Andrew... oh man, another sinister piece. Removes the pulse cannon. Andrew's out of cards in his hand. Mike's action here. Alright, Mudtrooper's dead. Redeploys the gun onto the first order. Alright, ATRT comes in. Alright, gets modifier. Alright, Mike's action here. Alright, Van Braced, pitch to reroll, get some guns. Alright, there's a 1 focus to a 2 focus. Alright, all sorts of guns to modify there. Both of those are trooper die as well. Let's see if Mike can handle it. Alright, motives the trooper for guns. It's a blank. So Andrew will be able to put down Luce here finally. Alright, so Snoke power action deals 1. He'll deal 3 indirect that all get taken onto the Riot Shield. Alright, then there's 3 into the first order. Nope, Andrew goes after the Mudtrooper. Does not take... I think that was a mistake. Should have taken Luce offline. The best removal is killing, but... All right, Mike claims, gains $1. Does spot a bounty hunter, but Andrew has nothing to lose, so we go into the next round, and Andrew's on the ropes here because he's got the ATRT out, but the only die that'll be able to be modified here very shortly is the conscript squad. All right, Mike's action here. He'll bring in Luce, I'm sure. All right, Mike's just drawn now. Mike is TOing, he's otherwise distracted. Playing a little slower than his normal self, but not all that slow, no big deal. But he'll open us up here. All right, Jango coming in, trying to put on the... maybe not. I think he's just trying to get Luce in before he loses her, but... yeah, bringing in Jango. He's going to try to kill that trooper so the redeploy gets unmaximized here. That's not a great roll for him, but it's enough to kill. All right, motives the gauntlets, hits it and gets removed. That's a pretty safe one, although we did see a miss earlier in the round or in the game. Back to Mike here. If he puts the 1 in, he actually turns off the Snoke on the first order. All right, Luce. Maybe. Yep. All right, misses. Andrew gives Andrew the ability to bring in his first order. Blank and a blank. He can Snoke that for 3 indirect, though. Remember, the Mudtrooper on Mike's side comes in and rerolls blank, so... Mike may be eyeing that best defense there. Brings in his Mudtrooper, hits a blank, still rerolls the Jango, which makes sense. All right, so that's a dead first order. So that's what Andrew's going to do, is he's going to Snoke the first order Stormtrooper for the 3 indirect. It means that a little splash will go into Snoke, but it's still worth it. All right, Mike takes it all onto Jango, keeps his dice in the pool, which is smart. Back to Mike here. All right, drops to reroll first. He's in no hurry to put the trooper down because of the redeploy. But he was hoping to get something on his pulse cannon. He had plenty of money to pay for it. And we're bringing the ATRT. Does get a modified side. Alright, so he's going to do it. He pops the first order. The Grievous Strike will get removed, but moves over to Snoke. So that ATRT now, the only die it can modify is a conscript. Andrew hasn't been able to drop anybody. He missed the opportunity to drop Luce earlier, which I think was a mistake. Alright, so Andrew rolls in the conscript first. And that trooper only has, it has 3 effective sides because the blanks can be resolved as indirect, right? Alright, Mike's action here. Alright, so he's going to power action the pulse cannon. He'll disrupt. And gets to roll in and resolve. Alright, has to pay 1 to disrupt. And then pay 1 to disrupt. Oh, so actually it looks like Mike didn't take the 1 away, but doesn't matter. Mike has enough. And that was a huge miss on the pulse cannon. Alright, Snoke comes in, 2 focus, 1 gun. So do remember again that gun cannot be modified with the ATRT. And for those of you thinking that because the conscript could modify the gun, which then could get modified, that's not the way it works. All modifiers are attached to a black side. Alright, so he's going to best defense, so he'll kill his trooper, take the trooper off the field and the Snoke 2 focus. Efficient use of a best defense, because the trooper only had 1 health remaining. Goes to Andrew, who probes. He's hoping to get like a Bacta or something here. Gets a focused fire, but sees a gauntlet rockets. All right, Mike's checking discard. Mike's action. Alright, drops his gauntlets to re-roll, gets indirect. Alright, Andrew drops to re-roll. Doesn't even matter on the ATRT, so he doesn't re-roll. Gets a blank on Snoke. There's a pulverize, so Mike will pay 2, resolve 3 of his dice showing damage. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into Snoke. So Snoke with the 2 shields, he'll end up with 5 net. Alright, goes to Andrew, who will shoot. And then Andrew will probably go down next turn to the pulse cannon, unless he can control it again. Alright, Mike claims, gains his $1. Andrew pitches a reroll, hoping to just get... Nope, he misses. He'll do it again, doesn't need the cards. Disrupt. And then we'll go into what will likely be the final round here. Alright, Mike rolling in Jango. There's some pulse cannon. Can Andrew remove? He can't. Brings in Snoke. Alright, not much there. So Michael pulse cannon. That's what he's showing. He's almost there. Alright, so he'll pulse cannon. Does the 3. Roll in. Hits the 2. Andrew's now at 9. He needs a 2 or a 3. And he gets it. And that's it. Pulse cannon for the win. Alright. Nicely done, Mike. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive, and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.
Hey guys, this is Mike from the Dice Commando. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Go Commando.